What is up, guys? So in today's video I'm going to show you how I made $2,000 investing in sports cards in 2023. Okay guys, so a lot of these cards that I've invested in are following kind of what I've said in the past videos. You guys may have seen most of these cards already in my pickup videos, but I thought I'd show you guys what I purchased them at, first what they're currently comping at. Almost all of these cards I bought this year. I think only one of them I got last year. And then obviously I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I had my biggest pull ever. Like I said, I don't like to buy boxes, but sometimes I buy packs just for fun. And I had my biggest pull ever, and that kind of resulted in this kind of lot of cards I've invested in being one kind of big gain in total when it comes to my investments this year. A quick story time. So at the end of 2022, I think it was around maybe mid-December, I was working at my local card store and I decided to buy a pack of cards. Like I said, I don't like to buy boxes, but I bought a pack and ended up pulling a Julio Rodriguez vintage stock rookie out of 99. I instantly went crazy, and my first thought was I gotta get this graded. It's super clean. So that's what I did. I ended up getting it graded, came back at 10, and then from there I was able to trade it for a Messi rookie, this Jordan auto, a Pete Alonso Sepia PSA 10, which I sold for $60 and 80 cash. Now, that Messi that I bought, I then sold for $1,200, put away the $200, so that covers pretty much the fees of grading and the price of the pack, which I think together was like $170. And yeah, so from there, like I said, the $1,200, I put away $200 to cover the fees, and then I ended up paying $1,000 cash for this beauty right here, the Mickey Mantle 1955 Bowman PSA 3.5. Like I've said in my past videos, and if you check my Instagram, I think stuff like this from the 50s of GOATs is a very safe long-term investment, and this is one that I'm not going to be looking to sell anytime soon. But yeah, let's get into the rest of the cards, and I can tell you about the values of the entire lot, what I bought it for versus what it is currently comping at. Okay guys, so here are the 9 cards that I have right now. That are kind of in this lot of investments that I've made. So you can see up here, Trevor Lawrence 9, Ken Griffey 9. This one I kind of don't even know. It's not really an investment. It's more just because I love Griffey, but I figured I'd throw it in. Messi at a 200. McDavid on-card auto, SGC 9.5. Kent Johnson clear cut. I only picked up this one because a lot of people believe in him, and it's a clear cut, so that's what people want. Machado, already a Hall of Famer in an Emerald short print PSA 10. 2 Jordans, and like I've said, I think Jordan's going to be a generational talent, and you can already see it now. And then obviously the Mantle that I showed in a 3.5. So yeah, these are the 9 cards in this lot. So I just went through all 9 cards in the lot and found the most recent comps, or averaged the most recent comps on 130 points of the 9 cards. And I also just went back into my spreadsheet that I have and showed how much I purchased all of them for. So I purchased all 9 of these cards for $1,375. Obviously, not at one point. And how I did that, you may be asking, is obviously I spent $1,000 on this Mickey Mantle, but that $1,000 that I spent, I got for free. I did not work for it. So you could say I spent $1,000, but when I pull the card and invested $200 into grading and the pack, and sold off other cards in the deal for $200, this is pretty much play money, so I pretty much am in this for nothing. So that's why I did not count it to the total of what I bought it at. Now the other cards, I counted it up, and it is around a total of $1,375, which I think is a great number. It might be give or take, might be a little higher but a little lower, but this is kind of pretty much the number from what I remember that it being around. It would definitely not be much higher. Now the number on the other hand that these are currently comped at is around $3,300. So you can see that there's pretty much a $2,000 gain, a little less than $2,000 gain. Now, no one is gonna come up and say, I'll give you $3,300 for this lot. No one's gonna do that. So even at 80%, I'm still profiting a lot of money. I'm still more than doubling my money. And this just shows, or maybe I'm doubling my money at 80%. But this just shows that there is money to be made in sports cards when you make safe and careful investments and you do your research. All these guys I've done my research on, I made a ton of mistakes when I first got into sports cards, buying guys that had no business being good. But when you look at this a lot, other than Kent Johnson, all these guys are GOATs or gonna be GOATs. Like Trevor Lawrence, you could say he's still young, same as Jordan. But Ken Griffey is a GOAT, probably top 20 all time. Messi's a GOAT, if not the GOAT. Mantle's a GOAT, one of the GOATs. McDavid's one of the best hockey players. He's the best hockey player in the league right now. And then Machado and Jordan are going to be Hall of Famers for sure. So these guys are people want, and I honestly haven't put out too many of these cards at my shows. So I'm going to be looking to put them out at my next show next weekend, so stay tuned for a video of that. And yeah, so this is kind of how I made around what's comping at right now is $2,000. And yeah, let me quickly show you guys who I PC, because I think it's important, like I said, to have someone who you PC and who you flip. So let me show you guys quickly who I PC. Okay guys, so as you can see, I PC Jonas Valanciunas, obviously being from near Toronto and also being part Lithuanian. This is a guy who I've always cheered for. And yeah, these are some of more of the mid-end autos that I have of him. This is a newer Prism. This is Prism Rookie Auto Select Rookie RPA. And then just some other, I love his Raptor stuff, but when I can buy his cheap stuff in his Grizzlies or Pelicans uniform, I always go for it. And then these are more some of the bigger ones that I have. So I have his National Treasures, I believe. Yeah, this is out of 60. And it's got the Lithuanian flag in the back, so that's really cool. His Prism Cracked Ice Auto out of 16. Not in his Raptors uniform, but I'll take it. And then kind of my favorite one is this Hot Rookies out of Select. And that is out of, where is it? Right there. 10 of 15. So that's a really cool one. So yeah, this is kind of who I PC. I also PC Sabonis, but I don't have nearly enough of Sabonis because he is quite expensive. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I just first want to thank you guys for all the views and the success in the last video. I know I've been gaining a lot of subscribers, so I thank you guys for liking and commenting. And yeah, I'm going to keep posting up videos once or twice a week. I'm heading to a card show on Sunday for Father's Day, so I'm going to be wheeling and dealing there and making a video for that, so stay tuned. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.